Who remembers the only All-Star on a 29-win Clippers team back in 2010? If you said Chris Kaman, you're in rare company.
With the 6th pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Chris Kaman from Central Michigan.
Drafted in the same class as LeBron and Wade, Kaman was a superstar. In one wild season, he averaged 18.5 points and 9.3 rebounds, earning a surprising All-Star nod. Crazy, right? So, how does a 7-footer with old-school skills go from that high to nearly forgotten? What happened after that All-Star game where he scored just 4 points? And how do guys like Mitch Richmond and Kyle Korver also slip through the cracks of NBA memory? If you love deep dives, don't forget to subscribe now, because this is where we shine a light on the stars everyone forgot. Did you know the NBA's leading scorer of the 1980s wasn't Magic Johnson or Larry Bird, but Alex English? That's right. English racked up more total points during that decade than any other player, and yet he's rarely mentioned among the greats. Why is that? He played for the Denver Nuggets from 1979 to 1990, where he became their all-time leading scorer with 25,613 points. That mark still stands today. English averaged over 23 points per game for 9 straight seasons, including a career-high 28.4 PPG in 1983, when he won the NBA scoring title. He made 8 straight All-Star teams from 1982 to 1989 and became the first player to score over 2,000 points in 8 consecutive seasons. That's a record even Jordan didn't pull off. So why don't we hear about him more often? Was it because he played in a smaller market, or because the Nuggets didn't win a championship during his time? What's your take? Should Alex English be in more GOAT conversations? Have you ever seen an NBA All-Star disappear almost overnight? That's what happened to Andrew Bynum. In the 2011-12 season, Bynum was at his peak with the Los Angeles Lakers, averaging 18.7 PPG, 11.8 RPG, and 1.9 BPG on a whopping 55.8% shooting. Those numbers earned him his first and only All-Star selection, where he was even named a starter for the Western Conference. But here's the wild part. He only played 5 minutes in that game and didn't score a single point. After that All-Star year, his career took a dramatic nosedive. Following a trade to the Philadelphia 76ers, he injured his knees during a bowling game, yes, seriously, and missed the entire 2012-13 season. How unlucky can you get? He tried to come back the next year, but only played 26 total games split between the Cavaliers and Pacers, and he was done. Just like that. Have you ever seen a rise and fall that fast in the NBA? Was Bynum a victim of bad luck, or was there more to the story? Remember the Charlotte Bobcats? Probably not, and that's exactly why Gerald Wallace has been forgotten. But in the 2009-10 season, Wallace was the brightest star on a team that didn't have much going for it. He averaged 18.2 points per game, 10.0 rebounds per game, 1.5 steals per game, and 1.1 blocks per game, making him one of the few players that year to contribute across the board. That season earned him his only All-Star appearance, as well as a spot on the NBA All-Defensive First Team. He even finished 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. Not bad for a guy on a team with little national exposure. His defensive win shares were 2nd in the entire league at 6.2. Wallace also led the league in minutes per game, averaging a grueling 41.0 minutes nightly. So why has he slipped out of the collective memory of fans? Is it because his team, the Bobcats, no longer exists? Or was it because they never made deep playoff runs? What do you think? Should Crash Wallace get more respect for being one of the best two-way players of his era? Enjoying what you see? Hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss a thing. Here's a fun question for you. Who was the only All-Star on a 29-win Clippers team in 2010? That would be Chris Kaman. Drafted 6th overall in 2003, the same class as LeBron and Wade, Kaman didn't become a superstar, but did have one career year in 2009-10. That season, he put up 18.5 PPG and 9.3 RPG, leading to his lone All-Star selection. Kaman was known more for his gritty, old-school post play than flash or finesse. During that All-Star year, he shot a career-high 14.7 shots per game, making the most of a thin Clippers roster. Despite the honor, he scored just 4 points in the All-Star game and soon began to fade into the background. His career went downhill quickly. After leaving the Clippers, he bounced between 5 teams in 6 seasons and never averaged over 12 points again. His career field goal percentage was below 50%, which is low for a center, and his offensive box plus-minus hovered in the negatives. Do you remember Kaman's All-Star moment, or did it come and go in a blink? Mitch Richmond is one of the most overlooked Hall of Famers in NBA history. He averaged over 21.0 ppg for his career, including a peak of 25.9 ppg in 1996 to 97, trailing only Jordan, Shaq, and Malone that year. But because he spent most of his prime with the lowly Sacramento Kings, his brilliance went largely unnoticed. Richmond was Rookie of the Year in 1989 and a six-time All-Star, even winning All-Star MVP in 1995. But perhaps his biggest endorsement came from Michael Jordan, who once said Richmond was his toughest matchup. That's high praise coming from the GOAT himself. During the 1990s, Richmond ranked 4th in total points scored for the entire decade. Let that sink in. Only 3 players outscored him in the 90s, yet you rarely hear his name mentioned. He finally won a ring with the 2002 Lakers, although his role was minimal by then. Why doesn't Richmond get more love? Is it just the Sacramento curse? Or have fans truly forgotten one of the smoothest scorers to ever do it? If swagger had a name in the 90s NBA, it might just be Nick Van Exel. Known for his deep three-pointers, fiery passion, and yes, those free throws from a step behind the line, Van Exel brought energy everywhere he went. He made his only All-Star appearance in 1998 with the Lakers, posting 13.8 points per game and 6.9 assists per game, along with a career-best 38.9% from three. Though he never won a title, Van Exel's career spanned 14 years, and he was a second-round pick, which makes his longevity even more impressive. After the Lakers, he had his best stretch with the Denver Nuggets, averaging 17.7 ppg and 8.4 apg across 4 seasons. He played for 6 teams total, including stints with the Mavs, Warriors, and Spurs. Think of the most unlikely All-Stars in NBA history, and Kyle Korver has to be near the top of that list. In 2015, he made the All-Star game, not because of his scoring volume, but thanks to his deadly shooting efficiency. That season, Korver averaged just 12.1 ppg, but hit a ridiculous 49.2% from 3 on 6 attempts per game, leading the league by over 4%. He was part of a historic Atlanta Hawks team that sent 4 players to the All-Star game, and all came off the bench. Even though Dwyane Wade was injured, Korver stepped in and shocked everyone by scoring 21 points on 7 made threes during the All-Star game. What's even crazier, his three-point percentage was higher than his overall field goal percentage, a rarity even in today's three-heavy NBA. Korver played 17 seasons and is currently 5th all-time in three-pointers made, behind only legends like Curry and Ray Allen. From All-Star surprises to forgotten legends, these stories reveal how quickly NBA greatness can fade from memory. Whether it's Kamen's gritty lone season, English's quiet dominance, or Korver's sharpshooting cameo, each player left a mark, just not in the headlines. So, who else have you forgotten? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love uncovering basketball's hidden gems, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more stories the spotlight missed.